Now, who's going to listen to all this over and over again? And I find it difficult to get along with people who don't know that they have it. People who come on that they're all sincere, all good, all pure, bore me to death and scare me.
lost control, said I've lost control. Burning through each day as if it all is just a dream. With no trust in my vision, I know nothing's as it seems. But it's still a sense I'm sensing that the colors come to me. You may see me, but I'm not here. I'll return eventually. I won't participate in your senseless tradition. All your clothes that cover you and drown in the delusions. Hopping on that acoustic wagon is completely up to you. But I'm leaving on my phone time cell. I got too much weird shit to do. Burning through each day as if it all is just a dream. With no trust in my vision, I know nothing's as it seems. But it's still a sense I'm sensing that the colors come to me. You may see me, but I'm not here. I'll return eventually. I will tell my own story just the way I want to live. This story is all I have, and that's all that I have to give. My story's my story, his story is only history. Write your own script, find comfort quick, and convince yourself that you're free. Burning through each day as if it all is just a dream. With no trust in my vision, I know nothing's as it seems. But it's still a sense I'm sensing that the colors come to me. You may see me, but I'm not here. I'll return eventually.
The storm was located about 30 miles northwest of Tyler.
Tennis ball size hail and 70 miles an hour wind gusts.
If you are in or near the path of this storm, take cover now.
Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur.
No, I wanna wash my hands of you, yeah. Oh, cut on, you make us sick. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna disinfect this place, 'cause we wanna see his beautiful face again. Oh, yeah. Corona, Wuhan virus, COVID-19, whatever you want to be called. And I ain't been trying to be mean, but you gotta go, you gotta leave. We want to go to the beach, we want to freely breathe. We're looking crazy with all this toilet paper and bleach. We gotta get back to work, we got children to teach. We got loved ones to visit and places to be. Instead we're stuck at the house watching too much TV. Oh, cut on, you make us sick, you make me wanna, I wanna wash my hands of you, yeah. Oh, cut on, you make us sick. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna disinfect this place, 'cause we wanna see his beautiful face again, yeah. People dying, babies crying, conspiracy theories make us think they're lying. And there's no more flying from place to place. We're moving at a turtle's pace, when it used to be a rat race. And we appreciate the internet, though we can't give blood through it. We can do a little bit, yeah. And congregations can't congregate from O'Connor's pub to the Holy Cross House of Faith, yeah. I didn't know you'd be here so long, no. You worn out the welcome that you never got gone from here. Oh, cut on, you make us sick, you make me wanna, I wanna wash my hands of you, yeah. Oh, cut on, you make us sick. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna disinfect this place, 'cause we wanna see his beautiful face again, yeah. We wanna see his beautiful face again. We wanna see his beautiful face again. His beautiful face again, yeah. Oh, so we can see his beautiful face again. Thank you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Thank y'all for tuning in to Universal Language. I am Ramoth Gilead, the really bad. And my affiliate today is Chewy on the djembe. And that was old Corona. This next one, some of y'all might have heard. Some of y'all probably not. It's okay. It's okay. It's going to be a first for some. And let me just play the song, and y'all can talk amongst yourselves about whether you heard it or not. All right. Let's do it. We talk slow, we walk slow, we drive slow, and we ride slow. We're loud and country, it's just what we know, but it doesn't mean it's one big rodeo. Some speak Spanish and some speak French. We make a language, you call it broken English, and you're lucky to understand it all. It's hard to focus hearing our southern drawl, but that's how it is when living below the Dixie line. When you're living below the Dixie line, when you're living below the Dixie line, below the Dixie line. When you're living below the Dixie line, when you're living below the Dixie line, when you're living below the Dixie line, when you live below the Dixie line. Good hospitality is our tradition, but don't get offended if we don't mind our business. We like cornbread and collard greens, grandma's mashed potatoes and chicken wings. It gets cold enough, but it won't always snow. It gets hot enough to make you want to stay indoors. In the autumn time, you might catch us chopping trees. When it's summertime, we're spitting melon seeds. But that's how it is when living below the Dixie line. When you're living below the Dixie line, you're living below the Dixie line, below the Dixie line. When you're living below the Dixie line, when you're living below the Dixie line, when you're living below the Dixie line, when you live below the Dixie line. Things can be sweet as roses, but it ain't all peaches. So you can either love it or you can leave it. There's good and bad and ugly, no matter where you live. And so we're living in the dirty South. That's how it is. Oh yeah, yeah. That's how it is. Yeah. Oh. There's all types of trees on all kinds of land, from the red clay to the white sand. And there are hate groups on every side. I speak against the South, we unite in Southern pride. It really doesn't matter where you're born and bred. You got that Southern soul if you felt what I said. You can be filthy rich or just about even dirt poor. You're still the dirty South. But that's how it is when living below the Dixie line. When you're living below the Dixie line. When you're living below the Dixie line. Below the Dixie line. When you're living below the Dixie line. When you're living below the Dixie line. When you're living below the Dixie line. When you're living, yeah, yeah. Just in case you're still confused, I'll spell it out for you. We're from Texas and Alabama, North Carolina and Louisiana, South Carolina down to Tennessee, even Virginia down to Mississippi, Kentucky and Florida, Arkansas and Georgia, Georgia, yeah, yeah. But that's how it is, yeah. When you're living below the Dixie line, when you're living below the Dixie line, when you're living below the Dixie line, below the Dixie line, when you're living below the Dixie line, when you're living below the Dixie line, when you're living below the Dixie line, when you live below the Dixie line. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. This next song is another jam that I'm dedicating to my jam. I tried, I could use a nudge, even a gentle touch to bring me close to you. Instead I passed by, though my heart and head are filled. Words just don't reveal, 'cause I feel they just won't do. To me, I truly believe love is still alive and all my burdens are relieved. I am so at peace when you speak to me. Alone is how I feel at times. If I anyone even miss me? Be you see in me, because potentially some say I'm worthless. In the summer, winter, fall, and spring, and moments in between, I feel I have purpose. When you speak to me, when you speak to me, I truly believe love is still alive and all my burdens are relieved. I am so at peace when you speak to me, yeah. When you speak to me, yeah. When you speak to me, when you speak to me, I can finally see that all the time I've spent is not in vain on bended knee. Love is in my reach when you speak to me. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in again. Philip? No, not you, Philip. This Philip over here. Jeremy? Thank y'all. Eric? Thanks for tuning in. How about Chewy? Chewy Taylor. Y'all give it up for Chewy. He making this whole thing come together. I appreciate it, man. I just called him last seconds when I was driving up here. I said, you know what? I think I'd like some percussion tonight. So here we are. But this next one kind of has a story behind it, and it's based on a true story of my life. About a decade ago, my house was broken into, and some things were stolen, and I was kind of mad at first. In fact, I was really mad because you don't mess with a man's livelihood. You know, they took my stuff, my guitar and amps and stuff. Man, I was. You know, I wrote a song about it. So, if you like to hear it, here it goes. It goes like this. Got a call from one of my neighbors, checking to see if I'm around. About 5:03 on a Thursday evening, but I was out of town. What he said to me had my heart sinking deep into my soul. He said he saw my back window open and the crack in the door. So I hurried home because I knew what I had inside. My guitar and some lyrics not memorized and an amplifier, yeah. So I called the cops and the pawn shops and I called upon the Lord. Been messing with my livelihood, so give me peace and have my things restored. There was a thief in the night, he ain't no good. There was a thief, yeah, a thief in the night, and he probably lives in my neighborhood. There was a thief, yeah, a thief in the night. Now I'm not perfect, but I try to be about my Father's business. Lord knows I messed up time and time again, and I know I can get a witness. I've asked and you've forgiven me. I've even given you the key to my heart's lock, yeah. So why allow things like this to happen, Lord, and why me? And he answered me, why not? It's trust in me, I brought you here, and I can bring you through it. He said, as much as you preach my words, you really thought you knew it. You heard me say many times before, for you to store your treasure where it cannot rust. No, up in heaven it won't be destroyed or stolen by the one you cannot trust. 'Cause he's a thief. He's a thief in the night. Yeah, he's a thief. A thief in the night. But don't let him take your joy. No, no, no. He's a thief. Yeah, a thief in the night. God told me to remind myself and you with these songs he gave me to sing. Yeah. All things work together for good for those who love him. So don't you worry about a thing, no, no. The burglary and this whole world system really just a test to illustrate the things to come and to examine where you're at. Scoffers are mocking the truth and following their own evil desires. Those who deliberately ignore the Creator will be destroyed by fire. A day is like 1,000 years to the Lord, and 1,000 years is just like a day. God is not slow on his promise. He's giving us time as he patiently waits, like a thief, like a thief in the night. He doesn't want us to perish like a thief, like a thief in the night. Are you ready? Are you ready? Like a thief in the night, like a thief. Are you ready? Like a thief in the night. He wants us all to repent like a thief. Yeah, a thief in the night, a thief in the night, like a thief. Yeah, a thief in the night. Thank you. I'm gonna need my cheat sheet for this one. It's been a while since actually, I don't know if I've ever. I don't know. We'll figure it out together. Let's do that. All right. This is a trip to the moon. Half my friends are delirious, thinking they can save this land. But can I take them serious? With a gun and Bible in each hand. The other half see nothing wrong with the current status of the state. They'll vote one in to lead us on into bondage as they legislate. How much is a trip to the moon? This old world is trying to keep me down. How much is a trip to the moon? One-way ticket up above the clouds. Now I know nothing's happenstance, and I'm grateful for my place of birth. me, myself, I've got a plan to escape before we destroy the earth. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone. I'll do anything to leave this place. Yeah. Riches, they say, when I'm gone, I cannot take into the grave. So, how much is a trip to the moon? This old world is trying to keep me down. How much is a trip to the moon? A one-way ticket up beyond the clouds. Oh, I wanna fly. Take me to where my heart no longer hurts. Oh, don't pass me by. Drop me out where gravity won't work. Oh, take me from these blues to a place in darkness I can hide. Yeah. Oh, what do I have to lose? This old world will never understand. Yeah. While working my heart to a better life, yeah. I met this fella on the way. He told me that he paid the price, so there's no need for me to pay. He said, don't be so quick to leave this world. No, I've prepared a place for you in time. And soon you'll be with me up there. Yeah. Till then you shine the light and hold the line. No need for a trip to the moon. Don't let this old world grip you with fear. No, no need for a trip to the moon. 'Cause there's much living still to be done here. Listen, friend, please hear my plea. If you want to fly, just trust my Lord. Yeah. Believe He died to set us free. And He rose again so we can soar. Yeah. Abundant life He freely gives. By He I mean it, Jesus Christ. Yeah. We want to ride on rocket ships. He Himself will take us to higher heights. No need for a trip to the moon. Don't let this old world grip you with fear. No need for a trip to the moon. 'Cause there's much living still to be done here. Oh, don't you wanna fly? He'll take you to where your heart never hurts again. No, He won't pass you by. No, no, no. If you accept His gift of new birth, my friend, I know you might not think it's true. Oh, there's room in heaven for those of us who love Him. Oh, whatever you choose, you'll have no choice but to believe him in the end. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And I've known you you have such a distinct look about you.
Yeah.
With the chin strap and the hat and the glasses. Did that come about naturally, or was that a really specific thing you thought you were going to
do? I guess a little bit of both. I can't remember when I started this little chin strap beard, but I did at some point. Early on, I probably when I first started as a singer-songwriter. Mm-hmm. And I just wanted to do something different, and it stuck.
Well, it certainly did. When my mom said there was a guy named Ramoth, mm-hmm. I knew exactly. Oh, yeah? I was like, yeah. With the hat and the glass, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep, that's you. You're here right now. Well, let's talk about a little music then. Do you have, what is your earliest memory of just kind of connecting to music? Not even playing it, but just hearing something at an early age that you thought, wow, that's pretty cool.
Actually, my earliest memory was we stayed in Dallas when I was a kid, and I remember my babysitter had a piano in her house, and I used to cry when my mom came to pick us up because I didn't want to get away from that piano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know what I was doing, just banging on it, but
Do you play piano?
No, I do not.
So you still just bang on it?
Yeah, I still just bang on it.
Well, how about just moving forward? At what point did you start playing and singing and writing lyrics?
Well, that would have been after college.
Okay.
Well, actually, late high school, I started writing lyrics. Then after college, I learned the guitar to put music to the lyrics that I wrote.
Okay.
And, somewhere along the way, it all came together, and I added more instruments around my body and
on
my foot.
Yeah.
And harmonica around my neck.
All right.
Yeah.
Are we playing the harp tonight?
Not tonight.
Oh, bummer. Well,
you're gonna have to come out and see a show for that.
All right. Well, speaking of gigs, I mean, you're a busy man. What places you playing coming up? What gigs you got?
Well, let me check it out on my little planner here.
Oh yeah.
I'm old school. I don't do much of digital stuff. But this Friday, which is tomorrow night, I'll be at East Texas Brewing Company on the 22nd. On the 23rd, I will be at Montez Creekside Kitchen in in White House. And the Barrel House in Winsboro on the 28th, and True Vine Brewery on the 29th, all in this month.
Check him out. He's going to be awesome.
And I also do house parties or house concerts. If anybody's interested, just look me up, give me a call.
Ramoth Gilead, the Really Bad, and all his affiliates.
Not all of them. Sometimes it's one, sometimes two more, or sometimes it's just me. You get what you pay for.
You were slated to be our Christmas episode. What's your favorite Christmas song?
My favorite Christmas song is probably O Come Emmanuel.
All right. How about Christmas movie?
Favorite Christmas movie would probably be, I fall asleep on movies, so don't ask me.
Just anyone that puts you to sleep. All right. Well, since this is we went through a strange time where we obviously locked down for a while. And it seems like a lot of good can come of that, in these bad situations. Did you have any kind of artistic inspiration, or how did you handle the lockdowns, not playing gigs, that kind of thing?
Well, it gave me a lot of time to think and kind of come up with new material. So I wrote a song called "Oh Corona," which I think most of us can kind of relate to, because Corona's kind of messed with all of us, you know.
Yep, sure has.
And so besides knocking out half of my business, you know, it was an even trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to get to hear that one tonight?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Man, I can't wait to hear it. And perhaps you guys already have heard it, but let's get back to the rest of these songs with Ramoth Gilead on Universal Language Live.
Honor, heroism, tradition. Jimmy's brings the tradition of bourbon to life with an honest spirit inspired by history, the grit of farming, and the ingredients themselves. Stewardship of the land is what we look for in the Texas farmers providing corn, barley, and rye. Our distiller's grandfather, Jimmy Hines, fought through World War II as a torpedo bomber pilot. During his Navy training, pilots were taught to keep a bottle of bourbon behind their seats on missions. In case they were shot down, they would have a bartering tool using the bourbon. Jimmy's bourbon embodies heroic adventures as well as a freedom found in no other spirit. American heritage is cooked deep into the heart of our copper pot still. Carefully chosen barrels from artisanal coopers age this bourbon for over 4 years. In the new charred barrels, complexity builds in spice and pepper layers, while time smooths out the rugged edges. Small batch, well-loved, simple and pure, Jimmy's is a bourbon of character emerging through heroes' eyes.
All right, welcome back, y'all. Thank y'all for sticking in there. Troy, I see your request, man, but you're going to have to catch me another time. I got to stick with the script, man. But I appreciate you thinking about unanswered calls. I appreciate that. This song for you, that too, man. Those some I didn't have time to practice those, but I got so much up here. No excuses, right? You're right. But I'm not going to play it. So, but I will play this one. See, if I don't play the new stuff, you'll never be able to hear it to request it the next time. So here you go. This is called. Actually, this is a medley of 3 songs I wrote. One's called "Another Place, Another Time." The other one's called "Role Model," and the last one's called "Week Without You." Another place and another time don't fit inside the dotted lines. Unique individuals are hard to find, and they only found out when they're dead or dying. From another place and another time, I have faith that the sun will shine. I hope by then you're a friend of mine. In another place and another time, I'm a little weird. Sometimes I feel I don't fit in with my peers. From the clothes I wear, my style, my beard. I don't drink beer and I don't smoke. No, I try not to let dirty jokes, cause it only brings hope to dirty folks who feel it's necessary just to get a laugh. I stick my neck out, kinda like a giraffe. For you, I'ma go against the grain. Some go with the flow, but I'ma swim upstream. Backstroking, dog pedaling, and whatever, and not just for the cash. I'd rather make a splash, and not to remember me, but to remember the one who put in your memory the things you were taught and remembered. They'll whip you through the whole Western Hemisphere, but that junk won't sell, yo. And you won't get checks in the mail, bro. You gotta rhyme about violence and sex and jewels around your neck and how to make that real dough. I feel I'm from another place and another time. Don't fit inside the dotted lines. Unique individuals are hard to find, and they only found out when they're dead or dying. From another place and another time, I have faith that the sun will shine. Hope by then you're a friend of mine. In another place and another time, heard money won't bring you a better life. All money really does is magnifies the person that you were before. The one who wanted more money, money, more money, more. And when you finally get it, this is what we often hear. So-and-so had too much beer, and so-and-so got drunk at the club and shot himself in the rear. Now that's a career. Somebody told me I'm kinda like a rock star. I don't wanna be a typical rock star. I'd rather point you to the highest star than have you glorify my cars and my scars. Yeah, I'll be your role model when everybody else tells you to go low. I you the way to the higher high. And if I were to fall someday, I'm hoping there's a lesson you can take away, some motivation to help you fly. I was sent here today to say, earthlings, careful how you behave, 'cause little earthlings are watching you. They idolize everything that you do, like how you treat women, how you treat men, how you make your dollars, and if it makes sense, who you call your enemies and who you call friends, how you live life through thick and thin. So go out with the wrong influence, the right kind, not the wrong influence. Remind yourself with some good music that'll have you singing to it, something like I'm weak without you, Lord. I know there's a difference in following your ways and just speaking about you, Lord. And all my sinning is keeping you from listening, but these streets are getting hard. You said in your word it's getting no better without your peace. Well, I need more of your wisdom, your faith, and your strength. I'm a procrastinator. I eat extra mashed potatoes when I don't need them. That's right, I get greedy when I'm weak. Look more like a two-faced freak when who's making your image. When I lust after women, when I cheat on my taxes. I preach what I practice. I would be guilty of deceiving the masses. It's the same thing if I don't practice what I preach. The devil's playing games and he's playing for keeps. When I'm falling asleep, when I'm trying to read your word, halfway through the second verse, and that's just one of my excuses. My friends invite me to church, but I refuse. It's too far away, it's too cold today. My spirit says yes, my flesh says nay, but I often listen when my flesh speaks. But make me strong, Lord, with a strength that's meek, 'cause I'm weak without you, Lord. I know there's a difference in following your ways and just speaking about you, Lord. And all my sinning is keeping you from listening, but these streets are getting hard. You said in the word it's getting no better without your peace. Well, I need more of your wisdom, your faith, and your strength, 'cause I'm weak, weaker than a newborn baby, weaker than a friend so shady. I'm weaker than a stomach came from a comic who just told a joke so crazy. I'm weaker than rotten lumber. I'm weaker than a starving wonder. I'm weaker than a cardboard fan trying to cool a man in the Texas summer. Oh, oh yeah. Hey, hey. Oh, oh. I'm weak without you, Lord. I know there's a difference in following your ways and just speaking about you, Lord. And all my sinning is keeping you from listening, but these streets are getting hard. Said in your word it's getting no better without your peace. Well, I need more of your wisdom, your faith, and your strength, 'cause I'm weak. Thank you. Thank you. They say peace and safety, they lie. We've got to open our eyes. These are the signs of the time. The signs of the time, yeah. Some believe in laying love down. Some love believe in lies. Some say come together. Some say we must divide. We celebrate our differences while elevating fences is the children of the darkness and the children of the light. Yeah, the darkness and the light. Oh. And there's a push for every nation towards globalization. And yes, we can be one, but only in the sun. Oh, oh, yeah, we can all be one. Oh. Government teaches its own. Beware if you don't sing along. Separate weak from the strong. These are the signs of the times. Between right and wrong or blurred lines. They say peace and safety, they lie. Spirit, please open our eyes. These are the signs of the times. The signs of the times, yeah. Don't let anyone deceive you. And don't you deceive yourselves. We will be persecuted because of Christ will be put to death. The wickedness will increase. Many will turn and run. To stand firm through the end and preach the gospel till the kingdom comes. Thank you. It's deeper than politics, and all this talk of healthcare makes me sick. 'Cause y'all don't hardly ever do nothing anyway. And it's deeper than terrorism, the higher you learn it versus the prison system. Can we ever have true security? And it's deeper than who's president or how the country's money spent. And what man's ever come up with the perfect plan? It's deeper than left or right wing, or whether it's a black or white thing. If I told you really, really understand, it's a spiritual warfare. So be careful in what you believe in the spiritual warfare. Even your heart can be deceiving in the spiritual warfare. Open up your eyes in the spiritual warfare. You'll either believe in love or lies. It's deeper than rock and roll, a trashy TV, a picture show. Still beware of what entertains your mind. It's deeper than life itself, because after life there could be death. Forever, 6 days and 7 nights. It's no vacation. And it's deeper than a Dixie flag, or red or blue, gangster rags. The land you're fighting for really isn't yours, it's the Lord, yeah, yeah. And it's deeper than a superstition. It's really even deeper than your religion. When they get to the heaven, then are you really sure? Yeah, listen people, it's like no other war. There is a final score. The victory has already been won, and that's for sure. It's up to you to They want your heart and mind in the spiritual warfare. You must choose sides in the spiritual warfare. Ain't no in between in the spiritual warfare. Your life is not a dream, no. It's deeper than air pollution. It's deeper than restitution. It's deeper than animal rights. It's deeper than pro-choice or pro-life. It's deeper than your contentment and to the Constitution new amendments. It's deeper than showbiz or the definition of what a family is. Yeah, it's deeper than the shake for breakfast. It's deeper than political correctness. It's deeper than the IRS. It's deeper than whatever's deep in the heart of Texas. Yeah, it's deeper than gas inflation. It's deeper than reparation. It's deeper than terrorism and all the mother scarisms. Yeah, it's deeper than politics. It's deeper than politics. Yeah, it's deeper than politics. Yeah, it's deeper than politics. It's spiritual. It's invisible. Look it up and you'll see that it's scriptural. It's scriptural, invisible. Look it up and you'll see that it's biblical. Biblical, invisible. Look it up and you'll see that it's critical. Yeah, 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 yeah. But my God can still work a miracle in your life like he's doing in my life. Yeah, yeah. In the spiritual warfare. Thank you. We are not all children of the God of Abraham. Some of us are demon possessed. All of us are caught between the crossfires of war. It's a battle for the spirit through the flesh. Jesus told some hypocrites, it's them and it's not he, who belong to Satan, father of all lies. They teach the holy scriptures, but don't practice what they preach, and they lead away the people from the light. But the good news is that everyone who receives in their hearts God's holy Son, they become his children. That's the gospel of the kingdom of God. Trapped between the crossfires, some are walking around blind and so numb they don't know that they've been shot with arrows from the wicked one, laced with lust and greed and unforgiveness and everything he's got. But the good news is Christ has healed us by his stripes. If we receive him through the gospel of the kingdom of God. Lifeless bodies in the ground, that's just the way it is. Death the only payment for our sins. At the one appointed time to die, there's no chance to make amends. Oh, but what a joy it'd be to live again. And the good news is we can, since Jesus died for all the sins of man. The good news is God forgives, and if we repent and make Christ Lord, then we will live. The good news That's the gospel of the kingdom of God. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, the good news is He is the vine and we are the branches. He will abide in us if in Him we abide. That's the good news. That's the gospel of the kingdom of God. Kingdom of God. That's the gospel of the kingdom of God. Thank you very much. Somebody's daughter went astray. Somebody's wandering with no place to stay. Somebody's son is off at war. Somebody's what are we fighting for? Politicians telling lies. We're sick and tired of all the fighting on both sides. We say we don't need them if they're gonna take our freedom. Meanwhile, the sex trade is still alive. Don't you worry about a thing, 'cause all will give account for what we did. Don't you worry about a thing. Living in this crazy world, more and more it seems less safe to raise a boy or girl. Every day's another scare, another terror plot, another virus in the air, another recall automobile. A neighbor's house was foreclosed on, the one that he just built. Somebody's business went bankrupt, but big banks will get bailed out. It seems the government's corrupt, but don't you worry about a thing. You can't turn one black hair gray if he sees the sparrow spread his wings. Yeah, don't you worry about a thing. Your provider, a bold-faced liar, or creator of the world? Has your protector ever up and left you? Or did he promise to always be there? The one you keep on calling, hasn't he kept you from falling in your hour of despair? It seems to me we got everything we need, so share. Let's share. Two towers fell, nearly 3,000 gone. A tsunami came and went and took some home. Exploding tanks and trains, earthquakes and hurricanes. The red words written can't be wrong. So don't you worry about a thing. If tomorrow comes, then come what may. unless you're dying in your sin. Don't you worry about a thing, no, no. Don't you worry about a thing, no. If you're known by the King of Kings, 'cause you will die to live again. Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't worry, joy comes in the morning. Don't worry, joy comes in the morning. So don't you worry about a thing. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right, I got one more to share with y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Troy, you still hanging in there, man. Appreciate it, man. Jennifer, thanks. You want to join? All right. You mean the band or something? Okay. All right. We'll talk about that later. All right. But here we go. It was December 2019. I was told it'd be my year. Months before, life hit hard, left some scars when the sucker punched me in my right ear. And that's why I'm a bit confused. And even though my broken heart is mending, it really messed up my vision. No more 2020. No more 2020. No. No more 2020. No more 2020. Kobe died. Then came the murder hornets, coronavirus. If this is my year, I don't want it. It's a shame what they did to Floyd, and the whole world saw that. And it's a shame if a man take another man's life for the message on his ball cap. Black lives matter, blue lives matter, all lives matter. And you'll know better if you retaliate with the hate that you give. And we all gave plenty in 2020. No more 2020. No more 2020. No more 2020. Running out of letters of the alphabet to name the hurricanes, running out of water in the west. They're going up in flames. Election day, chaotic. Nobody's sure who's gonna lead. One side claiming that it's fraudulent. The other side says, give us the keys. All this fighting over power and race. Does anyone notice all this everything in space? The spaceships don't come equipped with rear view mirrors. They don't need any. No more 2020. No more 2020. No more 2020. No more 2020. Mama told me there'd be days like this. After every generation is a worse one. Trust Jesus, put your hand in his, and grab my Bible out my purse, son. The more I kept reading, I started believing that we are in the battle between angels and demons. And every news station proves revelation came vacation, cause I didn't take a vaccination. We're going cashless, don't get distracted. Can't buy your basket of food if you're maskless. We're gonna wish for these good old days when they treated us like pigs from Guinea. But no more 2020, no. No more 2020. No more 2020. No. No more 2020. 2020. No more 2020. Yeah. No more 2020. No more 2020. Thank you. Thank y'all for listening. Again, I want to thank Universal Language for having us today. And one more time for Chewy on the djembe. Y'all give it up. Thank you.
All right, we're back at it with Universal Language Live with Ramoth Gilead, the really bad. I have to say, right off the bat, I disagree. I think you're very good, Ramoth.
Well, it depends on how you look at it.
Well, depending on me, I think you're very good.
All right.
How'd you come up with the really bad? What is that about?
Well, back in the late 1900s, no, actually it was early 2000s, when I decided to become a singer-songwriter, I Google searched my name, and of course I got a lot of Bible references, but I also saw that there was a band with the same name, a Christian rock band. So just to set myself apart, I added the really bad. Bad isn't good, or
Okay.
like I said, it's
There you go. There we go. Maybe you are really bad. He's a bad dude. Ramoth. So I, too, Googled Ramoth Gilead, and I saw that the Heights of Gilead.
Mm-hmm.
So Ramoth Gilead, that's your real name?
that is, yes.
That's awesome. I've just sort of assumed you had a sneaky, like, this is a cool name that I can play with. But that's your real name.
That's what the really bad is. The Ramoth Gilead was from my parents, so
Okay.
you can thank them.
Well, thanks to them.
All
It's a
right.
cool name. So let me ask you, so Ramoth Gilead, the Heights of Gilead, it's according to Google, a little east of the Jordan River.
Yeah.
So me and you have a little bit of maybe a strange connection.
Okay.
You and my mother
Oh, yeah?
were on the same Israel trip together.
Wow.
So she came back and said, man, this guy Ramoth, he's singing, he was so good. She was just very impressed with you.
Wow.
Tell me about your experience. What did you just love about the trip?
Well, what I really loved about it was just seeing a lot of places that I've read in the Bible, and now I can't look at the Bible the same, without seeing the actual places where Jesus walked and where all these different Bible stories happened, and it was really cool, and it was quite the experience. I hope to go back someday to kind of look at everything that I missed.
In your trip, just the highlight of that trip, is there any one thing specifically that comes to mind when we talk about that?
Oh man, there's so much. Being in the Garden of Gethsemane, seeing where some believe that the hill where Christ was crucified on. Man, there's so much, man. Man, so much. Like I said, I want to go back and capture some more.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of that, maybe we can have a little fun with this. So obviously a man of faith and believing the Bible is true. And
That's true.
so let me ask you, if you could go back in time, let's say you get a time machine, and you could see, we'll give you 2 or 3 biblical events that you would like to just be a fly on the wall and just see and witness. What pops to mind? What would you go see in all, Old Testament, New Testament, whatever? Anything that you could really go witness that thing?
Well, I probably would first like to be in the Garden of Eden and slap that fruit out of Eve's hand.
Okay, that's good.
But
yeah.
I'm sure that still wouldn't have changed anything.
Yeah. Okay.
Man, the flood, I don't swim very well, but man, it would have been cool to be on that boat. I would have liked to have been inside the well with Jonah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So go in Old Testament with your 3 answers.
Yeah. I mean, no, I'm not done. I'm just
Okay,
starting.
hey, keep it going.
Okay, well, as far as the New Testament, I would have where Jesus was doing the fed to 5,000, and also where he the Beatitudes. What mountain was
You
that?
just say the Beatitudes where he was given that sermon.
Yeah. I would have.
That would have been cool to just see him.
Yeah, I would have loved to have been on the mountain of where he was given the Beatitudes and feeding the 5,000 and seeing all the miracles that he did.
Yeah.
Man, that would have been really cool.
Hey guys, check him out. He's very good. Let's get back to Ramoth here on Universal Language Live.
Jimmy's bourbon embodies heroic adventures as well as a freedom found in no other spirit. American heritage is cooked deep into the heart of our copper pot still. Carefully chosen barrels from artisanal coopers age this bourbon for over 4 years. In the new charred barrels, complexity builds in spice and pepper layers, while time smooths out the rugged edges. Small batch, well-loved, simple and pure, Jimmy's is a bourbon of character emerging through heroes' eyes.
The storm was located about 30 miles northwest of Tyler.
Tennis ball size hail and 70 miles an hour wind gusts.
If you are in or near the path of this storm, take cover now.
Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur.
Hey man, thank y'all so much for tuning in, checking us out. Go check out Ramoth Gilead if you liked what you saw. And check out Universal Language Live. Looking at you, Troy. Check it out. Subscribe to YouTube. Go in. Ramoth. There's tons of other bands. Check out old ones. We got new ones coming up. Check us out. Universal Language Live. We'll see you next Thursday.